Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee. I'm going to be doing a general reading for the collective today. Everything isn't going to resonate. Take what does and leave what does not. Also, tarot isn't gender specific, and I could be talking about the past, the present, or the future. And also make sure that you tarot at your own discretion. Anybody returning to my channel, thank you for returning. Any new subscribers or new people coming back to my channel, welcome. Thank you for taking the time to click on my video. I have all the videos on YouTube. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and call in the divine. Divine, I ask that you give me clear, concise vision while I do a reading for the collective. Any negative energy in my reading or in my vicinity, yes, I ask that you remove it. It's not welcome. I pray that you give me power, peace, protection, perseverance, happiness, hope, abundance, strength, and continue to bless me and watch over me. Anything that I have now, I thank you for, and anything coming in my future, I thank you for it and give all praise to you. I give all praise to the Most High. Amen. Okay, so see what the reading is for. See what the general energy is for the collective. Okay, so I have the 9 of Cups, and then I also have the 8 of Cups. So let's see. It looks like you saying that you gain some happiness after some type of separation. Yeah, it says turning point, leave, explode, a turning point, break up, leave the past behind, leave homeland, independence, a change of job, a relocation, farewell. So some type of separation, some type of relocation, some type of turning point is going to bring you happiness. Let's see. And then you have the 2 of Wands, and then you have the 6 of Wands. So you're gonna get some type of happiness after some type of separation or some type of relocation. You're gonna have some type of achievement. Maybe you're gonna have I don't know, maybe with this turning point, relocation, separation, you're gonna maybe have some type of achievement, or it says events in a partnership. It says partnerships. I don't know, maybe you're gonna end up having some type of new connections or new type of achievement, and whatever it is, it's gonna gain you a victory. The Lovers card came out, so this might be some type of new love connection, or it could be a friendship, or it could be whatever. It could be a relationship, platonic or romantic. But yeah, I see whatever, you're gonna gain happiness for some type of separation, and you're gonna have a victory with this new partnership that it looks like it's a new type of, it says the Lover, so it's a romantic connection. You have the Knight of Wands. What about the Knight of Wands? You have the Knight of Wands, and then you have the Hermit card. Hmm. So, I don't know. The Knight of Wands. This is this like somebody who's like really, um, impulsive, full of passion. They have like a youthful spirit. Um, and I said, I think every time I think of them, I think of somebody who's like the life of the party. The Hermit is more like going within, meditate, and heal, withdraw. Maybe the divine is saying maybe um, before or either before this new connection or during this connection, maybe they're saying maybe you need to take some time to heal. Maybe the divine might be saying um, make sure that you heal before you jump into this new connection. Because it says, energy, impulsive, fun. Um, yeah, maybe, yeah, I just felt like maybe the divine is saying maybe slow down or um, maybe not be so quick to leave wherever, like I said, whatever you're leaving that you're finding your happiness from. I don't know. Maybe it's saying you need to heal. I just hear maybe you need to heal, or during this new connection, make sure that you take the time to heal and meditate and self-examine yourself. Is this counseling? Um, yeah, is maybe you need to if you're not in this new connection already, make sure you heal before you get into that connection, or if you're already in this connection, make sure you do the necessary steps to make sure that you heal any past trauma or any wounds. You have the Two of Swords. Yep. Insecurity, thinking, standstill, deadlocks. um, yeah, maybe it's saying you don't go into this new connection blind. um, yeah, make sure that um, you do. Yeah, I keep feeling like make sure you just do the necessary steps, so where you don't bring any. I just keep hearing past trauma into whatever this connection is, whether it's romantic or platonic. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. What about this Wheel of Fortune? You have the Nine of Wands. So maybe it's saying yeah, maybe like I said, maybe you need to go within and do some healing. So the Two of Swords, you're not insecure about this new opportunity, this new path that you want to go down. And you just need to maybe, it says strengthen, guard territory. So I see that you need to fight. It says fight for yourself, physical strength, attitude. I just see it as yeah, and then the insecurity, I just see it as you need to, any insecurities, any I just keep hearing past trauma, any insecurities, anything low vibrational that you can possibly take into this new connection that could maybe ruin anything. You need to discover yourself. I'm feeling like the same energy that I got from my reading from the other day that I posted. Um, yeah, you need to just make sure that you're fully healed before you go into any new connection, so you don't end up taking any past hurts, any past traumas, any anxiety, which could give you the insecurity. What else? And on the bottom, there's the Six of Cups. So it seems like, yeah, it's like the same energy from the other day. some type of and reconciliation, some type of connection. And then you have the Knight of Cups too, some type of offer. Says proposal, new love offer, new experience. So I mean, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, but it's going to be some type of, it could be a new connection or a reconciliation with platonic or romantic connection that's going to be offering. A cup means like you're offering your emotions, like offering a cup of love. So, yeah, whether it's platonic or romantic, just make sure that you get rid of your issues so you don't ruin a good friendship or a good new relationship. And then you have the Emperor, and then you also have the Two of Pentacles. So I see with the Emperor energy balance, I see maybe dominance. It says dominance, power, status, control. Maybe you need to make sure that you also balance out any control issues you may have. Any it says yeah, I see control, security, order, ambition. I see dominance. Yeah, maybe the divine is saying you need to any control issues. Maybe you need to balance that out as well. We have the Judgment card, and then you also have the Hangman card, but it came out in reverse though. So maybe you need to also, it says materialism, rigid thinking, unsatisfied, lack of order. Maybe you also need to make sure that you look within and be more open-minded as well when it comes to this new connection or new connections. Because the Hangman, it represents enlightenment, learning from your mistakes, learning from your lessons. The opposite would be like more rigid thinking, more being like stuck in your ways. You don't want to you're not compromising. So I see it as with the Judgment card, you need to judge yourself on pretty much you need to judge or go within. Yeah, that's probably what the Hermit card is for. You need to go within, look at like it says, self-discovery, learn what your triggers are, learn from any, if this is a new relationship, learn from the mistakes of your old relationship as to why that didn't work out, so you don't carry that same energy into this new connection and end up ruining this new connection. Yeah, I see you need to judge yourself. Sit and judge yourself. Maybe like I said, if you're not already in this new connection, like I said, the divine is saying maybe you need to chill out and just wait and heal before you move further. But if you're already in this new connection, just make sure that you do a deep dive and purge all those negative habits and be more open-minded and be more willing to compromise, and so you don't end up ruining this new connection, like I said, whether it's romantic or platonic. You have the Queen of Swords. What about this Queen of Swords? You have the Nine of Swords. It came out in reverse though. So I don't know, like I said, the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Swords is like, excuse me, like somebody who You might have anger issues. You might be, like I said, I just keep hearing not willing to compromise, like kind of like have a my way, the highway attitude, or it's like you're very quick to argue, or you're very quick to go from 0 to 100. Um, let's see, maybe it says help in the near future, the dawn. Um, harsh, painful, um, imprisoned, bondage. Maybe it's saying, maybe the divine is saying you also need to work on, I see it as maybe you need to work on anger issues too. The divine is saying, like, yeah, the divine is saying, yeah, I see, like I said, you're going into this new connection, but like I said, it could be one person, it could be a group of people, it could be platonic, or it could be romantic. I see the divine saying, before you go into this new direction, this new your new path, you need to make sure that all your bad habits, you need to make sure that you clear those out so you don't ruin these new connections or this new connection. You're putting all your business out there, like, yeah, you have control issues, you have anger issues, um, you have a rigid way of thinking, you don't know how to really compromise. Like I said, it's your way or the highway, and you have a lot of insecurities or maybe doubts about yourself, which may contribute to the controlling nature that you have to control your maybe your partner or friends, because you're just kind of insecure about yourself, and that's your way of kind of keeping everything together. Yeah, you need to go within yourself and get counseling or speak to the Most High, speak to your spirit team, and like I said, purge that out so you don't end up bringing that with you into this new opportunity or new opportunities. You have the Queen of Pentacles. It came out in reverse though. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles though. I see the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and then the Nine of Pentacles. I don't know, maybe you says suspicion, and then you have money. I don't know, maybe you're not good with money, or maybe you have money, you think people are after your money. I see speculation, and then I see comfortable, happiness, attainment, money, achievement, or maybe, like I said, irresponsibility in money. Maybe divine is saying maybe you need to work on how you handle your money, or and it says speculation, material comfort. I don't know, maybe you need to, if you have money, maybe you need to not think that everybody's after your money. I don't know, take it how it resonates. What else? Let's see. You have the Chariot. And then you have the Ace of Swords. So, yeah, it seems like you're, new ideas, new start, new journey, courage. So yeah, you need to, let's see, radical change, overcome obstacles. So I see maybe the divine is saying you need to make sure that you have that radical change before you go in this new direction. Or if you're already on this new journey, already on this new path, you need to have a radical change and free yourself from those negative ideations that you have. that may have ruined past connections, whether it's friendships or romantic relationships. You have the King of Cups. It came out in reverse though. What about the King of Cups? No, it's too many. I know King of Cups in reverse. Let's see. Three of Swords. I was just about to say, King of Cups in reverse is like being emotionally unstable, or like not being really in touch with your emotions. And it says neurotic, immature, insecure. And then you have the Three of Swords too, emotional pain. I'm picking up on the energy, and the cards are saying what I'm saying. Like some type of, you have emotional pain, maybe immature. You may have some type of sadness still, emotional pain, lost love. If you're still hung up on past relationship, how that didn't work out, and you need to let all that go. Hypersensitivity. Let's see. You have the Ten of Wands. You're carrying your burdens with you too. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you, but it's just, hey, you need to let all this go. You have the Queen of Wands. You have then you have the Tower. Yeah, you need to I see it as, I see dominance, center of attention, to be admired, self admiration. Maybe and then you have the Tower moment that needs to come to an end. So I see it as you carrying a lot of your burdens, carrying a lot of emotional pain. You might be a little bit narcissistic. It says center of attention, dominance. And it says focus. You might like focus on you, leadership. And I see it as you need to change that. Yeah, I hear cocky. I hear cocky and full of yourself. And I think you need to, it says liberation, purification, freedom. You need to yeah, have a rebirth. You need to judge yourself. Sit really sit and do an evaluation on yourself. Like I don't know, I just hear a little bit narcissistic. You might not think there's nothing wrong with you, and the divine is saying there is. So maybe you need to sit down before you move forward, or if you're currently in whatever this connection is with this one person or a group of people, whoever it is, you need to really evaluate yourself for who you really are, and changing bad qualities about yourself if you need to. I have the Four of Wands. It came out in reverse though. It says time to rest, improve. I can't make it up. Time to rest, improve. You need to improve yourself. It's just, I just see it as you need to improve your overall way of thinking. And then you have the Ten of Cups. You need to improve yourself if you want to have your Ten of Cups. Let's see, what about the Ten of Cups? Clarify. Hmm. You have the Fool card, and then you have the King of Pentacles. They came out in reverse though. So I see it as you need to improve yourself if you want to have your Ten of Pentacles life. It's going to offer you a new beginning. Um, Says King of Pentacles came out in reverse though, and then you have the Three of Pentacles. So with the Ten of Pentacles, I mean the Ten of Cups, I see it as you going on this new beginning, and I don't know. It says error, materialism, stupidity, ignorance, vulgar, greed, dishonesty, unskillful, clumsy, rigid, workaholic. I see it as in this new beginning. If you in this new beginning, if you stay in your ignorance and not be willing to change, it could affect your success with I see this new connection, whatever this is, whether it's platonic or romantic. Usually the Lovers means romantic though. So you have the Eight of Pentacles. What about the Eight of Pentacles? No, it's too many cards. And you have the Empress. So, yeah, you just need to, I see it as, yeah, you need to work on, that he's working on his pentacles. You need to work on being in your divine God or goddess energy. You know, Empress represents prosperity, fertility. Like, even though it's a woman, it could be a man too. You can be in your Empress energy as a man. That just pretty much means like you would want to be in your Empress energy, especially to be in new connections or new relationships, because it's like you're gonna be more in touch with your emotions. You're gonna be more willing to cooperate, like understand your partner, or even like I said, even if it's platonic, be more understanding with these new friendships, new connections. Be more empathetic. Be like I said, more understanding. Be more loving. So it makes total sense. You need to work on that for sure. You have the Seven of Wands. And then you have the King of Wands, but they came out in reverse though. So, I see it as you need to put, it says arrogance, deception, injustice, arbitrariness, rigidity, prejudice, conflict, aggression, intolerance, ruthlessness. I'm just reading the cards. So you need to have the courage to get yourself out of this mindset. I'm just reading, hey, don't get mad at me. I'm just reading the cards. The cards are saying you need to have the courage and the strength to get out of being an arrogant person and being rigid and being aggressive. I see, like I said before, maybe there might be anger issues. You might have be insecure. You might be maybe immature. Maybe selfish, intolerance, ruthless, a lot of conflict. Yeah. So yeah, you need to make sure that it says strength in adversity, successful completion, consistent. You need to consistently work on that. Let's see, you have the Queen of Cups, but then you have the Seven of Swords. Yo, what you got going on? I'm sorry. You have cause you got the Queen of Cups. You're an intuitive person, but you know the Seven of Wands represents like Seven of Swords. I mean, represents like deception, sabotage, hidden or illegal, warning, trickery. Um, I don't know. I just feel like you kind of like on some BS. That's like kind of what it feels like. You need to work on yourself. Like I don't know. You may have like you have a lot of hidden things you need to work on before you get into this new connection. You have a lot of hidden I don't know, maybe animosity. It says deception. I don't know, maybe you want to get into a new connection, but maybe you don't. It says deception. Maybe you may not trust them. I don't know, just a lot of I feel like a lot of insecurity, a lot of emotional pain, a lot of like I said, you may have anger issues. I don't know, maybe you're the type of person you keep everything in, and then I don't know, maybe you explode. Yeah, you need to go within. That's the Hermit card. Go within and work on that. Maybe you need to hire a professional. Maybe you need to, like I said, maybe you need to speak to God, Most High. Speak to trusted source, somebody that you can trust, and work on that before you go into this new connection. Or like I said, if you're already in this connection and you don't want to blow it, you definitely need to work on it. That's what the cards are saying. I'm just reading the cards. Let's see, I'm gonna get some messages. Where there is ruin, there is hope for a treasure. Rough time, good outcome. Everything will work out. So just know that everything is gonna work out. Once you put in the effort, the time and dedication to work on yourself. If you want this new connection or new connections to work out, and you put in the effort, divine is saying it will. Cards falling on the floor. Let's see. The moon is bright when it doesn't avoid the night. Hang in there. Be patient. You are on the right track. So know that you're on the right track. Be patient with yourself while you work through whatever you need to work through while you're healing. Set your life on fire and seek those who fan your flames. Kindred spirits, passion, follow your heart. So yeah, find, like I said, this could be a person or it could be a group of people, kindred spirits. Follow your heart, but just make sure that you don't carry your trauma with you. And then laugh as much as you breathe. Love as long as you live. Have fun, enjoy life, nurture relationships. Have fun, laugh. Excuse me, I'm gonna pull out. Pull out two more. Let's see. These pains you feel are messengers. Listen to them, getting signs, learning messages from spirit. Yeah, this pain that you're feeling, listen to them. Let out any pain that you need to. Cry if you need to. Scream if you need to. Whatever you need to do to move past it, move past it. Just see it as, don't allow that pain to stick with you. See it as learning lessons. Learn from it, grow from it, and move forward. And then forget safety, live where you fear to live. Take a chance, dare to dream, risk pays off. So, also, yeah, maybe it might be a little bit, you might be low key scared. You might be scared to get your heart broken again. So don't live in fear. Um, like I said, anything that you may have experienced in the past, don't allow it to make you have a rigid way of thinking or just have a certain mind frame to where when you connect with others, it's going to, try and be careful with my words. It can cause you to ruin it, like with you thinking that I hear like thinking that everybody's the same, thinking that people don't change, thinking that you might think that all women are the same or all men are the same, and like I said, you're carrying past hurts into new connections, and not giving people the benefit of the doubt may end up hurting you in the long run, especially if you have a perceived perceived outlook of a person before you even get the chance to really even know them, and you may compare them to old connections. Like I said, whether this is platonic or romantic, I know that's something that I've personally had to work on too, like the people as a whole, I say. um, yeah, I just you can't everybody isn't the same. um, Everybody isn't going to hurt you. Everybody everybody doesn't have the same way of thinking. I hope this makes sense. Everybody, if you have dealt with a lot of rejection in the past, everybody isn't going to reject you for you being yourself. um, to be yourself, let any hurt go. um, Leave the past in the past, heal from it, learn everything you need to do. Learn everything you need to do, or yeah, do everything you need to do. Maybe that's what the divine is saying. Do everything you need to do. Learn every lesson that you need to learn, and grow wiser, grow stronger, and just move forward. um yeah. Because if you if you like I said, if you're not able to compromise, or like you said, you just have a very black and white way of thinking. I used to have that way of thinking. It's not healthy, and you're gonna end up ruining a lot of connections, or it's like you're um, not gonna be able to experience different kinds of connections. I'll say, if you have a black and white way of thinking, you're gonna more or less just be around people with black and white way of thinking. Those are going to be the only type of people you attract. And I mean, I don't know. It's up to you if that's what you want to experience. But if you want to have, um, if you have more of an open mind or more open way of thinking, you're going to be able to. Your energy is going to be able to attract different kinds of people that you may want to experience. I don't know. It's up to you. um you attract, at the end of the day, you attract what you are. If you want to experience different kinds of connections, you have to expand your mind. You have to be more willing to compromise, and not, like it says in the cards, not have such a rigid way of thinking. You have to see, you can't see life as black and white. You have to see the color too. But it's just all about really discernment and being able to discern which connections are healthy and which connections aren't. When you are willing to be open for different types of people to come into your life. I hope that makes sense. I could do that deck. Yeah, repair. Yeah, I'm gonna do oracle cards. Yeah. And get messages and do oracle. It says repair, evolution. Yeah. Need some. Sounds like you need to do a little bit of repairing. Let's see. Old wound patterns. I can't make it up. Old wounds. We attract what we need to. I'm sorry, it's crazy. We attract what we need to heal. Often we find ourselves attracting the same type of people or situations that are not the best for us. Until we choose to find the common denominator of what we need to heal and release, the cycle will continue. Go within, heal the pain layer by layer to find joy again. I'm just reading the cards. I'm reading the energy, and the cards are saying what I'm saying. You need to, like I said, I literally just said that too. You're gonna attract, if you're not trying to attract the same kinds of people, like I said, whether it's relationships, romantic or platonic, you gotta heal and elevate, and then you'll be able to attract better and different kinds of experiences. But know that you are the common denominator of your reality. So if you don't like what you're experiencing, you need to change in order to experience different. If you're fine with what you're experiencing, then keep doing that. But either way, still good to heal. Let's see. Ooh. Denial, deception. There is a situation that you are refusing to see clearly. Living in denial can create false scenarios. So to see things that are not accurate. Have the courage and discernment to dig deep into the truth of the situation. Like I said, you need to go within. You need to and it says, sounds like you need to do some soul searching. It says, what did I say earlier? We need to heal, go within. Like I said, find out your triggers. Find out, I don't know, like it says, denial within yourself. Like I said, you might have a little bit of narcissism. You might not think, I'm just feeling that a little bit. You might have, not trying to go in on you, but you might be a little bit narcissistic. Like, guess you don't want me saying that, my bad. If somebody doesn't want me to, hey, it's a little bit narcissistic. I just feel that a little bit there. And you need to be, maybe you're in denial with yourself. I just feel like maybe you're just a little bit in denial. They said maybe that's the whole point of the Hermit card. You need to go within and really take a look at yourself. Maybe you, like I said, maybe you do need therapy. Maybe you need to get advice from an outside source. That's up to you though. But if you're not willing to do that, because I know some people say they don't want to go to therapy. A lot of people don't have the money to do it, and then a lot of people they just don't want to. So if you don't want to, you just need to maybe write down pros and cons about yourself and be honest with yourself while you really sit and think about relationships in your past, like all of them, whether they're platonic or romantic, and really sit there and look at yourself and how you played your part in the ending of them. And be honest with yourself. Stop being in denial. That's what denial, deception. Like I said, I'm just reading the cards. Balance needed relationships. Make sure all of your relationships are equal and balanced with giving and receiving. If they are out of rhythm, then they're out of rhythm, then the other, wait, if they are out of rhythm, then the other is sacrificing and can't sustain itself. Therefore, it will create more obstacles to overcome. Know you are worthy and deserve respect in all ways. Um, I see maybe, yeah, maybe you need to make sure, I see that as you need to make sure you establish boundaries in any new relationships. And maybe you were the one sacrificing a lot in relationships. Maybe you were mistreated, and maybe that's what made you put up walls, but as a way to protect yourself, but it ended up hurting others in the process. As you know, you're wanting to protect yourself. It's just it wasn't done. It wasn't balanced, and pretty much, yeah. You need to make sure that you're balanced. You're receiving equal treatment, and but make sure that you're also giving others that same treatment that you want as well. Because if you don't, it's going to be out of rhythm. It's going to be out of sync, and it's not going to be able to sustain itself. Mm-hmm. What else? It says awakening expansion. You have been receiving messages that it's time for your soul to expand beyond the third dimension. You are an old soul that is here to do many great things. You have come to realize that through doing the hard work and merging with your higher self, there is no going back. So enjoy this new way of being by having acceptance and inner peace moving forward. So you've had your awakening, you've had your expansion, got called and you accepted the call. So you need to do the work. You need to purge, cleanse. Like I said, scream, cry, punch a pillow, exercise. I don't know if you, I don't know, maybe take boxing classes. I don't know. Figure out something if you are more of a hands-on person. Taekwondo, MMA, anything like that. Yeah, you need to remove that so you can be able to merge, like it says, with your higher self, and not carry your old way of thinking, your old ways with you to this new ascension. Yeah, I think yeah, it's the same energy from my reading the other day. It's the same energy. Like I said, whether it's gonna be this new connection or these new connections, it's gonna be a lot of love, a lot of support, and something you may have never even experienced before, and that may be your old wound patterns may end up ruining something that's really genuine, like really genuine connections, because of your fear-based thinking or just your pessimism in general. So yeah, you need to make sure that you, for your transition from the 3D to elevate higher, you need to, you can't take your 3D way of thinking. It's not gonna align, and either you're gonna ruin what you have, and or it's just gonna be another cycle of pain. That's what I heard. You're gonna elevate to another dimension and another reality, and then you're just gonna bring that pain with you. And if it doesn't ruin the connection or connections, whatever, I'm not sure, it's going to be another cycle of pain if it doesn't end. You're going to be in you're going to create another toxic cycle that you may have um, closed out. So if you're not trying to start another cycle, it's best to just leave all that hurt, pain, animosity, bitterness, leave all that behind you and move forward with peace, clarity, happiness, and just being grateful that you're able to move past any obstacles or blockages that may have been placed in your path to keep you in that cycle. You're able to see through whatever you need to see and break through it and move forward. But don't let it keep you down. Rise above it. Literally rise above it and elevate. Literally. Yeah. I hope. Yeah. If you're on the same frequency I'm on, you understand what I'm saying. If you don't, then I don't think this is the channel for you. You might not be in your the right frequency. Letting go resistance. Letting go. The cycle has ended. It's time to let go to experience new growth. It is vital to have closure and gratitude for situation, to make room for new things to enter. Go within to find what is holding you back. Change is necessary in this situation. I cannot make it up. You gotta let it go. You gotta purge, let it out. Like, that cycle has ended. You're if you pass the test and did everything that you need to, a door is open for you to go through. But it's not wise to take everything you just went through with you through this new door. It's not, because like I said, either you're gonna ruin what God has to offer you, or you're gonna be placed in another cycle of pain. And I don't know. Doesn't sound like a good idea to me. We need to let bygones be bygones and just like I said, I try to be on my Mr. Rogers stuff, but like my spirit team, like they don't care. I just heard get over it. Like they're very blunt, they're very straight to the point. It doesn't bother me, but it's like when people watch my videos, I don't want them. I don't know. I don't want to be. I don't want to be that way, but it's like I just heard get over it. Get over it. Move past it. It's done and over with. Look at the bright side. Be happy. Be grateful. Be excited for new opportunities coming in the future, and just be grateful that you're able to move past everything behind you. That the Most High is offering these new opportunities, and you're just able to move past whatever cycle you closed out. Let's see. If you can believe, all things are possible. Mark 9:23. You just gotta believe. If you believe and be positive and be happy and be grateful, that's like the main thing I hear. Just be grateful. Be grateful, and you'll continue to receive blessings that are coming, and just be grateful for like I see it as for the longest time, like I know with me personally, I know any challenges that I experienced, any obstacles that were thrown at me, I used to get resentful and get mad. But it's like now at this point, it's like I kind of see it as I'm grateful for it, because it's able to help mature me and help what's the word? Be able to, I just be able to, what's the word? Be able to just let me see things from a better perspective. I'll say that. And I think maybe you need to, maybe, I don't want to say you need to do that. Maybe, like I said, we're all on our own journeys. And maybe eventually, maybe you don't feel like being that way right now. Maybe you're still hurting, and maybe you're still resentful, still angry, still sad. Um, but it's all for, everything is, everything has its purpose. Everything is done the way that it is to turn you into who you need to be, to do what you need to do while you're here. Hope that makes sense. And if you don't understand it now, you'll understand it in the future. And once you get to that point, you'll understand why you need to be grateful for even the times that you had to go through the struggle. For we walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. You have to walk by faith, not by what's going on around you. Faith over fear. Let's see. You will show me the path of light. In your presence is fullness of joy. In your right hand there are pleasures forevermore. Psalm 16:11. And then you have, for God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-control. 2 Timothy 1:7. Just said faith over fear. I can't make it up. Let's not be weary in doing good, for we will reap in due season if we do not give up. Galatians 6:9. So yeah, don't allow anything to, don't allow any experiences that you've experienced, any hurt, like I said, any pain, trauma, leave all that behind you. It served its purpose to help you evolve so you can be able to elevate. It's all in divine purpose. And like I said, if you don't understand it now, you'll understand it later. Later down the road. This, like I always say, like, you may feel like you're alone, you're never alone. Everybody that's on the journey, all of us, we know exactly what you feel. We've all been through it. So, anytime you feel alone, speak to the Most High, speak to God, speak to your angels, speak to your spirit team. Just pray, meditate, get anything out that you need to get out. I'm sorry, I just keep hearing get over it. Get over it. It's okay. It's okay. It's not, it'll be okay. You're gonna get through it. You can't, what is it? Don't give up. Keep going. And just know that everything's gonna work out in the end. As long as you stay on track and do what you're supposed to do. But yeah. But We all love you. We God loves you, and yeah, they say you're not alone. You're not. But yeah, that's the end of my reading. If you made it to the end of my reading, I really do appreciate it. If you could like, subscribe, comment, hype, all that stuff, I really would appreciate it. Every little thing counts. I will try and make sure that I upload another video tomorrow. Wherever you guys are watching this video, whatever time you guys are watching this, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is. And until next time, bye.